We live in an age where nearly all of our information comes from a single device, our smartphone. Whether it's checking a notification, glancing at the weather, or quickly looking something up, the intention often seems small, but how often does that quick check spiral into a scroll session that eats away 10, 15, even 30 minutes of your time? That's a problem that most of us face daily, and it's exactly what the terminal display is trying to solve. Now at first glance, the terminal display also looks a bit too simple. It's a 7.5-inch 1-bit e-ink display. There's no flashy animations, no color, no endless swiping, just crisp, clean information that's easy on the eyes. Now I've got the white model here, but it also comes in several colors including a wood effect finish, so you can blend it in to any workspace. And the idea is that you place it somewhere where you're naturally going to glance, like on your desk, mounted on a wall or propped up in the corner, and instead of reaching for your phone, the information just comes to you instead. Now here's where it gets interesting though, there are no controls on the front, there's nothing to tempt you into fiddling or refreshing. The terminal is designed to give you what you need and nothing more. And when I first heard about this, I thought it sounded a little bit odd, but in practice, it's actually brilliant. It means you're not pulled into distractions and you're just absorbing the essentials instead. So what actually shows up on this screen? Now that's where the plugins come in. Through Terminal's website, you can choose exactly what matters to you. For me, I've chosen things like YouTube analytics, stock prices, I've got a holiday countdown, and even a feed that shows me how many people are currently up in the International Space Station. And if you're wondering about variety, there's already a huge library of plugins available. We've got what Terminal have made for us, and then we've also got an extra section called Recipes. Now recipes are community-made plugins, so if there's a demand for a feature, chances are that someone's built it. And if they haven't, anyone with technical know-how can create their own and share it. And that's what makes this feel real future-proof. You're not just relying on Terminal to keep the ecosystem alive, the community is building it out as well. Now technically speaking, yes, there is a button on the back. Pressing it is going to skip to the next card, but honestly, I barely touch this outside of my filming. The real magic is letting the display cycle on its own. You can adjust the order of the plugins, you can adjust the time each one stays on the screen, and even set it to skip stale data if nothing's changed. For me, the default 15 minutes per page felt perfect, long enough to notice updates without keeping distracting me. Now let's talk hardware for a second, and the terminal weighs in at just 165 grams thanks to its premium soft touch ABS plastic. Inside, you got the choice between 1800 mAh battery, or you can upgrade it to a 2500 option. And with e-ink's low power draw, that larger cell can last over 6 months on a single charge. Now I haven't charged mine since it arrived and the battery percentage has barely moved. When you do need to recharge, it's just a USB-C port on the back. Quick, simple and done. Now the design is also clever too. There's a built-in metal stand that folds out if you want it on a desk, and there's a groove on the back so you can hang it from a simple tack on the wall. It's lightweight, flexible, portable, it just fits wherever you need it to fit. Now setup is also straightforward. You connect it to the Wi-Fi using your phone, then you manage everything through the Terminal account on a browser. Of course, you can use your phone or a computer, but I'm going to stick to the PC for this video as it's much easier for you guys to see. Now we've got the playlist at the top, which we covered earlier. It lets me order everything and customize time shown, etc. Below that, we've got the data on my terminal, so how much content is displayed and how much time they estimated they've saved me from not doom scrolling. Below that, we've got recommendations for new plugins, an updated newsfeed, as well as a link to their shop. Next, we've got the plugin section, and it shows you all of the connected plugins at the top. We've got a search box to search, and even these hashtags below that are essentially just categories. At the very bottom is where we've got the recipes section, and this is where you browse all of the custom-made plugins. And the great thing here is that allowing the community to create just means that as time goes on, there's going to be a lot more content available. Now the next shortcut at the bottom is playlist, which we've already covered. Support takes you to the help section if you're having issues, and account is all of your account details. Now you can see at the top right, we've got Andy's terminal, which shows me the battery percentage, as well as the signal strength, which are both great. And if we head into settings, we've got all of the device information. We can set a special function for that button on the back, and basically, if you press it once it skips the screen, you can hold it for 6 to 7 seconds to reset all the Wi-Fi credentials. If you hold it for 16 seconds, it's a soft reset, and then the special function is where you hold it for just a couple of seconds, and it allows you these options here, so I actually have mine to rewind. Now we've got more customizations like low battery email notifications, sleep modes if you're not using it at night, sleep screen if you want to use that, and even a global refresh rate, but I've left mine on the default 15 minutes. Now further down, we've got more options for developers and options to mirror to another device. For the unboxing, inside the package, you get the terminal display itself, you get a USB-C charging cable, microfiber cloth, a screen protector with wipes, but there's no nonsense and just everything you need to get going. So what's my takeaway after using it? Honestly, it's refreshing. I'm someone who's constantly losing focus. I'll be halfway through a task, grab my phone for one quick check, and suddenly I'm 10 videos deep in TikTok. The terminal hasn't magically cured all of that by any means, but it has reduced those moments dramatically. It's always there, quietly updating, never pulling me into something else, and because all of the plugins are flexible, it also gives you exactly what you care about and you want to see, whether that's calendar events, business metrics, or in my case, something like YouTube stats. And of course, I've placed the link down in the description below, so you can go ahead and check it out now, and it's currently £105, and you've also got the option of the Clarity Kit, which I have, and this includes the Developer Edition, a battery upgrade and the charging cable, or alternatively, the battery upgrade is just £8. At £105, it's priced fairly for what's on offer. For something that helps you reclaim focus and reduce distractions, I think that's money pretty well spent. So that's the terminal display. It's a simple concept, but one that works exactly as intended. Now, as I said, if you want to check it out, I've left the link down in the description below. And as always, if there's anything I've missed or you've got any questions, just drop them down in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest tech.